There are probably 6 masters of the craft. I've had the pleasure of studying with 4 of them. The days of emailing your headshots and going on simple casting calls is over. I'm not going to pat you on the back. The reality is I've thrown people out of my class. You have to do this and you have to love this more than anything. This is the only time I'll allow you to take this out. Let's start with you. Stand.
This is a character named Franco Wicks from Superior Donuts by Tracy Letts.
Superior Donuts.
Yes.
Tell me about your acting.
Well, I got into acting when I was in middle school, high school. I got a degree in it in college. Went to New York, was there for 13 years.
Who'd you study with there?
Julie Bavasso, for the most part. I also took some classes at Wiest Baron. I don't know if they're still around.
Wiest Baron is there, I guess commercial, print.
Yeah.
Like they're kind of like Scott Powers, very good teacher. I mean, I know a lot of people that teach there. They're very good school, reinventing itself, So, I mean, they do workshops, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who else?
I studied with Pat McCorkle there. When I was in college, I was able to study with Lynn Meadow from the Manhattan Theater Club. She taught a course at our university.
Okay. Yeah.
And since I've been here, I've been studying at Shakespeare Theater Company.
All right. So what you working on here? Here, like in front of us.
Well, Franco Wicks.
Okay. And what's happening?
He's a blue-collar guy from Chicago. He had dodged the draft during the Vietnam War, went to Canada, and that caused a terrible split with his father. He went there, lived there a number of years, didn't come back until long after, and his father had been dead by that time, and which is in large measure what this monologue is about. Okay. So, at any rate, he gets stoned a lot.
I'm going to ask something. What wars have you lived through?
Vietnam.
Vietnam?
And, well, all the subsequent ones, Afghanistan, Iraq.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so let's try it.
Dad dropped dead, right here, right where I'm standing. May Day, 1970. 3 days before the National Guard killed 3 kids at Kent State University. Wonder what the old man would have said about that. What did you do? Couldn't go to the funeral. Mom sent photos, including a snap of these 2 guys from the FBI, just looking around. Looking around at my father's funeral. Seems weird they'd send someone just for me, but they did.
It's happy. They're doing fine. We all dread the day when we're going to take it off the draft and put it on your pop. We all dread the day when we're going to lose our family. Your parents are getting up. Are your parents alive or they're passed?
No, they've passed.
You were there when, they moved on. But, if you weren't there, just as your character wasn't there, I use a lot of substitution. Not a lot of teachers I use substitution. Lee used sense memory, Stella no, Uta Hagen yes, Bill Hickey yes, sense memory, substitution. But I like using it because I replace it, whoever in this case. I don't use sense memory because, yesterday's, like the girl that I used to have a crush on, 40 years ago, today she looks like she got hit by the A train. So it doesn't have equal effect, if that makes any sense. So, but nothing's wrong. It's whatever works. Whatever works. There's 100 different ways to get to the piano, but whatever works. So the thing is, substitute not seeing your father. With, like you said, you saw him, but not seeing him, and how much that would hurt. You're doing great, but let's take it to another place.
Okay.
Okay.
Dad dropped dead, right here, right where I'm standing. May Day, 1970. 3 days before the National Guard murdered 4 kids at Kent State University. Wonder what the old man would have thought about that. What did you do? Couldn't go to the funeral. Mom sent photos, including a snap of these 2 guys from the FBI, just looking around. Looking around at my father's funeral. Seems weird they'd send someone just for me, but they did. What did you do? Where did you go? Farther away. The Great Slave Lake outside Yellow Lake in the Northwest Territory. What did you do? Cut timber and read a lot of books till President Carter invited me home. What did you do? Got a cab at Midway. Had the driver take me directly to the cemetery. Stared at the old man's headstone there in St. Adelbart's. Remembered the last word he said to me. Coward! Coward.
Okay.
Thank you.
You know, sometimes I have a lot to say, sometimes I don't have anything to say. You know, I may say it, you know, when I'm on the train going home, saying, Stanisha said that. You know, but that was very, very, you're good. Like I said, sometimes I may not have anything to say. But that was very, very moving. I saw the connection. You know, sometimes, you know, people don't need transformation when it's already transformed. I saw a father. I saw focus. I saw tremendous connection. I saw long hair with a bandana. And, you know, someone that didn't want to be and get called to, you know, serve this country. Why should we? You know what I mean? I mean, I'm just saying, just someone that didn't want to. You know, I saw that. And so, you know, I mean, maybe next time I would look for dimensions, you know, layers, you know. Okay. Thank you.
All right, well, thank you, John.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
All right, well, thank you,
Thank
John.
you, sir.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
And then red, and then a deep
There's
blue.
a gun to your
and
head.
When you're out there doing your monologue for him, you get real-time adjustments.
Which most men never feel, then saw to it.
I am so thankful to have a talent like John Pallotta here in DC coming down from New York.
That you have for acting and apply it to this.
He's also one of the most practical instructors I've ever met in terms of getting that dichotomy of working the business and the craft of acting
Take
together.
it to a deeper place without yelling.
In the practice of the art.
Yeah. You know, you guys in real life have personalities, right? Bring that personality to that. You know.